Hey everybody, this is Mike again with Absorb Self-Reliance. Today I'm going to be working on a little project. As some of you may know, if you've been watching my videos and stuff, I've kind of been dabbing around with some of the metal work with knives and things like that. Well, over about the past 4 years, I've kind of taken a passion to it. So I'm going to kind of step up the game a little bit, and I've invested a few dollars into getting better equipment and working on understanding how a knife works, how to make the knife, things like that. Well, as I've been watching, I've kind of watched some of you guys, seen how you do things. I've also been watching other channels, seeing how they work with wood and things, getting some ideas to put two and two together to see what I can come up with. Well, that's what we're going to work on today. So stick around. I'm going to show you what my latest creation is that is not my creation. It's a copy off of 1,000 other ones that are out there. But for some of you guys that don't know about it, it's kind of hard to find links and stuff like that. And if you enjoy watching how I do it, then here you go. Here's the video for you guys. So stick around. Alright, so welcome back. Here's what we've got. This is a paint can pressure. I'm not sure, I know the function of how they work. You put your paint inside of it. It eliminates the process of having the little tank and you can spray a whole gallon. I think this was 2.5 gallons that you can actually put in there, I guess. But I'm not sure how all that works. That's not what we're doing today. We're going to convert this over into a pressure pot. This thing is at Harbor Freight for $99 with a 25% off coupon. I think it was $81.12 with tax and all. Now, it has to have some modification to it. It just will not work straight out of the box for a pressure tank. One reason is there's too many valves, outlets, and things like that. And there's also parts that we do not need on it. So what I'm going to do is take you through a little step. 75% of everything that I needed to convert this I already had for some other projects that I've worked on around the house. Pick up things at flea markets, run across them, just whatever, you know. But I'll give you not a detailed list of what you need, but you'll see what they are and you can go from there as whatever you're doing. Okay, getting started with this thing right here, when the tank comes to you, they're in the very bottom down here. There's going to be a feed tube that is for picking up the paint. This you do not need. Take it out. It's just, you don't need it. Now, what I did was, since I had one, there's also, this right here is an air diversion. What that does is when the air comes down, it blows it out this way instead of blowing it and pooling it down inside of it. So just leave that on. Adjust it to where the air flows will come out the sides, because that'll give you more direction, and then let it just kind of flow around. So we're going to put this back on its top. That's all that you're going to do with the bottom part of it. Right here where it says paint outlet, there's a piece I've done. I don't even know where to put it at, but it's not a big important thing. You'll see it. It says paint outlet. What you're going to want to do is get you a reducer that's going to screw down in it. Now, up here is a pop-off valve that is attached. This goes on down here. This was setting up here. I took this off. I don't need this. I don't need the pop-off valve out there. Take the pop-off valve out. You're going to put that in right here. So let's put that in. Let's go ahead and seat that in. I've wrapped that about 6 times, 7 times. Good snug cranking down. You don't want it to leak any air, because you want this pressure pot to hold around 30 to 50 pounds for sometimes, depending on what you're doing, but to stabilize the wood, about 12 hours, depending on which wood it is. So once that's cranked into it, take the pop-off valve that came with it, and it was a part of it that was attached up in here that was on it. So we're going to put that, and we're going to tighten it in. we're going to go to this next part. This right here is the one that you're going to want to block off. If you have the back of this facing you, don't go by the pressure gauge because that thing could have been twisted and turned anywhere. If this one right here is at the back, if you're facing it, you're going to want to block it off on this side. This is going to be your inlet, this is going to be your outlet. So make sure that when you're looking at it, don't go with the pressure gauge, because I realized after watching a video, my pressure gauge was not turned the same as his was, but I noticed this here. So then I read the diagram and seen where this was and that was. So what you're going to want to do is, you got to block this off. Now they make a cap that you can just screw right onto that and block it off. I, at this time, did not have one of those. So what I'm going to do is go with a connector. Screw it on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the cap. What this is it's just a bolt that will screw into it, which now blocks off any airflow out of that. So we'll tighten it up. Okay, now for your inlet valve. Get you an L. This way it will point up. So when you get ready, there's a reason, and the gentleman I got this from made very good sense with it, and that's why I decided to go with it. You really don't want that thing pushing in this way, because now you're rocking it. Pushing down means that you're pushing on it. So it's good. Let's crank it down. Okay, now for video purposes, I switched this around to where I can work from this side over here. So don't get confused by that. What we're going to do now is, I want to get enough height to come up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this coupler on. Screw it in. It's the bad thing about working with this and piecing this together, and you can do this with fewer pieces, but I'm not going to spend what I don't need to. Now is a shut-off valve. I want to be able to control the pressure coming in. Off, off, on. Correct. I had to make sure I had that right. So let's screw that in. The final and last piece, whichever quick coupling connector in that you're going to be using for whatever you've got, screw it in. Suggest changing out your pressure gauge as well. That's a choice that you can make if you choose to. One of the reasons I like to go with this one here better in this L shape as opposed to just coming straight out, which you could have done easily, just plugged in. If I ever get ready to do a Lumelite or anything like that with it, which I have plans on to make some handles or some knife scales, if I do, then I want to be able to get that, because I've not used them yet, but I'm told that it takes 15 minutes and you need it in the pot and ready to go after mixing it. So it needs to be in there and pressure put on it before it starts setting up. So that's the reason. Well, there it is. My converted pressure pot from a Harbor Freight. Basically 2.5 gallon pressure paint tank. Not my ideal. Got it from you guys off YouTube. I thank all of y'all. I've already watched 100 videos on how to convert one of these, because a real pressure tank, I've seen them go anywhere from $4.99 to $7.99 to $12.99, and for someone getting started out in this, it's not something that I wanted to go and spend that much money if I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. So here it is. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate each and every one of your views. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate every bit of everything that you do as far as posting and sharing each of the videos. So keep that up, and I'll keep the content coming. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.